Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Traders Academy. I'm gonna make a little video about how to make a trade. I know we made a couple of videos on that, but we're actually live right now. This is the WeBull desktop version. We have ONTX on our chart right here, and we have a 3-minute chart. You see my indicators or my trade line, whatever you want to call it. It's the 9 EMA, and we have VWAP. Okay, those are my main indicators. I also use fibs, but we'll get into that in another lesson. Okay, so we have a price ladder right here, a trade ticket, and our level 2 here. Watch list, which this is a new account. I made this account just specifically for this purpose. Okay, just for these videos. So the ONTX, I actually took a swing on this. I'm had swinging a position on this on my other account, and I have an entry around 0.3245, I believe, somewhere in this area is where I entered. Okay, um, you can see we're making a trade line VWAP cross here, right? So you can see here the stock opened up, made a high here of let's see what this high was on this candle, 0.28, so around 30 cents, right? Initial morning high, pulled back, came up, broke the initial morning high, pulled back a little bit, found support right at it, pushed higher and pulled back, and then made a big push to 0.37 area, right? Pulled back and been consolidating ever since. Okay, so now we're having a trade line VWAP cross. You hear me say a lot about trade line VWAP cross. Okay, that's to get your attention to this stock. You don't want to enter as soon as you see the trade line VWAP cross. I mean, you can if you're an aggressive trader. I tend not to be such an aggressive trader. So what you want to do, wait for the cross to happen and wait for the pullback. Usually 9 times out of 10, when it makes that trade line VWAP cross, it will always have a pullback. And when it comes back, test this VWAP area. If it holds, that's your entry. Entry zone would have been right in this area right here. In fact, we're going to enter this stock just for fun. So you can go, you can enter your order. You can enter your order here if you want, okay? Or you can just right click and enter your order, say new order, enter your order there, press your amounts, 100. Let's see, you can go limit order, market order, whatever you want to do. Most people use limit orders. I most of the time use market orders because when I see the setup, I want to end right at that moment. I do not recommend, however, if you're a new trader, to use market orders because if the stock say the stock is trading right here at 0.34 and then it just shot up to 0.40 and you hit a market order, well, you might get filled at 0.40 instead of 0.34, right? So I always use a limit order, especially if you're a new trader. But yeah, so choose your market. Choose your type of order you want, time and force, whether it's a day order, and then just place your order. Okay. You can also enter your order here, into your quantity, 100 shares, and whatever into your order. So I'm going to go ahead and enter an order. I'm going to use a limit order just for this purpose. It says 34.13. So I just want to get into something here. So I'm going to enter an order at 0.33. Okay, place my order. And with WeBull, you got to buy minimum of 100 shares if the stock's trading under $1. Okay, won't allow you to buy less than that. Okay, so now we've entered our order right here at 0.33. If you go down, scroll down on this price ladder, see there's our order right here. You can see the order. Okay, got 100 shares, limit at 0.33. Stock is trading at 0.3446, however. So say we wanted to move our order up, you can either move it here on the price ladder, and let's say we want to go to 33.10, right? So now we got a bid sitting at 33.10. Okay, but again, stock is trading higher, so if that price of this stock does not come down to our bid, we will not get filled unless you do a market order, which is referred to as slapping the ask. You've heard that term before, right? If you do a market order, you're basically slapping the ask, or you can do a limit order at the ask. Okay, you can also move your order from this chart right here. See, up or down. Okay. Now we're going to move our limit order to 0.34 area. Okay. So now we have a limit order at 0.34, and if you scroll up on this price ladder, there it is. There's our order, 0.3397. Okay. But you know, ask is 35 now. See, ask is 35. Bids are 35. It's pretty much about the same. Right at this moment. I'm sure there's some minuscule difference in there, but so yeah, you see how it's extending. See how the trade line is extending away from VWAP? That's what you want to see. So before the stock gets away from me, and this would be kind of chasing, if you would. So if you enter your bid and the stock moves away from you, just don't chase it. Don't chase it. It's not worth it. And in this case, it's for educational purpose, just to see how to enter your orders. So I'm going to move my bid up. Now we're in at 0.3411. Order has been modified. Stock's trading at 0.3535. To do it quickly, I'm just going to move it right here. 0.35. So 0.3546. There's my position. 100 shares, 0.3546. Okay. Scroll up on here. And there we are. No, wait a minute, that's not it. 0.3446. Yeah, right in this area. That's where we are. Okay. So now, let's say we want to sell our position. Okay. So now we want to enter our order to sell. Okay. New order, sell, and let's just say we don't want to sell all our shares. We want to sell 10 shares, right? Because even though WeBull limits you to buying 100 shares at a time, if the stock's trading on $1, it does not limit you on your sales. So you can sell 10 shares at a time, 20 shares at a time, whatever. Okay. So let's say we wanted to sell 10 shares, and let's say we wanted a price of 0.40, right? Place our order. There's a large. It gives you this message. There's a large gap between the limit price and the last price. Are you sure you want to continue? Yeah, I want to continue. Okay, so now there's our limit order to sell right there. And again, you can drag this down to bring it closer. Like say you see something in the chart tells you, oh well, you got to get out of this position. So you drag it down, or you can go up on the price ladder, find your order if you're using the price ladder. Point 40, we must have skipped it. There it is, 0.40. So now we could bring it down to 0.39, or whatever. You can just play with that ladder, bring it down. I usually just use this. I mean, a lot of people love the price ladder, like on Thinkorswim and stuff. I usually just use the chart right there, right here on the chart is where I trade from. Okay. I don't really use this. I'm just showing you, so in case you're interested in how to use that. Okay. So say you change your mind, all you got to do is press that X to cancel your order. It says we will send a request to exchange to cancel this order. However, it is not guaranteed to succeed. Continue to cancel this order. Yes. Now it's canceled. Order canceled. Okay. Now we're in at 0.3546, right? And a lot of people have talked about stops. Okay. It says how do you enter a stop? Right? So stop right here. We want to enter a stop. And do you want to stop out on the hold position? I would say yes, hold position. And so let's say our stop is below VWAP, right? Since it's extended that far, let's say our stop is below VWAP. VWAP sits at 0.32, so let's go with 0.30, okay? Because VWAP should act as support. So we go at 0.30, okay? Time in force, day, or you can choose good till canceled, GTC, good till canceled. Okay, good till canceled. Place our order. Oh, my mistake. Sell, not a buy. Sell order. 0.30, stop. Yeah, 0.30, good till canceled. Okay. Place our order. continue. Now, there's our stop. Again, you can move this stop by just dragging, going here, right-clicking, and holding and dragging to wherever you want to put it. Let's say we want to move our stop to 0.3140. Okay, 0.3144. Now there's our new stop. Okay, now let's say, well, you know, we've took some profits or whatever, which normally I would take some profits right here on the test of the prior high. I always take profits on the test of prior high. That's just how I was educated to do that, so that's how I do it. So now let's say we took some profits and we want to move our stop higher. So now we're moving our stop to 0.33, 0.3323. That's our new stop. Okay, so that's how you enter a stop. This is a regular hard stop. Okay, not a stop limit. So if this stock comes down to 0.3323, I will stop out of this position. It will immediately convert it into a market order. Okay, now let's cancel our stop. Press X, cancel it. Now let's go to enter a different stop. This is the stop limit. Okay, so now we want to sell our 100 shares, and our stop price, again, we're going to use VWAP as an example. Stop price is, let's just say our stop price is VWAP, which is, let's say VWAP is at 0.32. So let's just say our stop price is 0.32, right? But our limit price is going to be 0.30. So what, and you know, choose your time and force. Good till canceled. So what we're telling the broker here is, if the stock hits 0.32 or lower, we want to exit this position. We want to bail out of our position. But we want to sell at 0.30 or better. Okay? So place our order. So now there's our stop limit 0.30. Okay? So now if this stock comes down, hits 0.32, our stop order will be activated, not executed, activated. Okay, it'll activate that stop. And if the stock holds in between 0.32 and 0.30, yes, your order will execute for 0.30 or better. But let's say we have a huge sell-off, huge pullback, really quick, and the stock goes past 0.30. Well, now the stock's trading over here at 0.2940 or 0.2850. Your stop limit is at 0.30. Never got filled. A lot of people say, well, you know, WeBull doesn't fill my stop orders, or Robinhood doesn't fill my stop orders, which I don't suggest using Robinhood or any other broker. Say they didn't fill my stop order. No, it's because you chose a stop limit and the stock just dropped, dramatically. I mean, it dropped really fast and went way past your stop limit. Now, if it's trading right here, unless that stock comes back up to 0.30, then it will, it will fill your order. But if it never makes it to 0.30 and just keeps selling off, you're going to be stuck holding that position. That's why I do not use stop limits. I use stops. Okay. Now let's close this order. Cancel that order, Okay. Now, new order, different stop, trailing stop. Okay. I'm going to use the whole position, 100 shares, trail amount. Okay. A lot of people, and this comes really in handy as well. Also, especially if you took some profits. Let's assume that we did take some profits. And let's say you want to use percentage. See, right here you can click dollar amount or percentage. Okay. Trailing stop, sell. Always make sure you click sell. Trailing stop, 100 shares, percentage, and whatever percentage you want to put on there. Let's use 5%. That's what a lot of people use. So let's say 5%. Okay. So now we're going to place this order, and it will trigger if the stock comes down 5% from the highest point after you've been in your order, right? Not 5%. Well, if you put it, let's say you put your order in at 0.30, put your trailing stop right as soon as you enter your position, 0.3546, right? So it would trigger around 0.33 area. But Now let's look over here and see what the high was. You were in your position. Now I made a high here of what 0.3620, right? So now your trailing stop would be from that point if you already had a trailing stop, right? So new order, sell, trailing stop. I'm going to choose percentage, 5% from this price level, okay? And that one, it only lets you use a day order. Place order. Oh, and we only use 10 shares. Oh well. So let me see here. It doesn't show that one on there, I guess. Well, shows it on this price ladder here. It says sell 10. You have a position of 100. And you can press cancel all orders. Okay. So let's just go ahead and cancel that order. Make a new order. Sell 100. Trailing stop. Percentage 5%. There we go. Sell 100. Okay, 5%. So if this stock pulls back 5% from this price level, it will sell. Okay. Currently the price is, let's just say 0.3450. 0.3450. So if the stock pulled back to around 0.32, right around this area, it would sell that order. It immediately converted into a market order and get you out of that position. Okay. Hold on, let me check something. I still have an open position. Oh yeah, awesome. Awesome. Hold on, got a WKHS here. Wow. Market's recovering a little bit here. I'm just checking a couple positions here. Market's fixing to close. Okay, my trading stop been canceled on WeBull. But anyway, so you get, you get the idea of a trailing stop, right? So when you enter your trailing stop, it'll execute, 5%. Let's say the stock moves up to to the high day 0.37. Okay. So then if the stock pulled back to 0.35 area, it would execute your sell order. Okay. That's just how trailing stops work. Let's see. You could also use a dollar amount, and you could enter like 0.30 cents. If it pulled back 30 cents from the last price level, it would execute. Say the stock moved, 0.35, then 0.60, and then it pulled 30 cents back, then it would execute. Then if it didn't, if it kept going higher, every time it goes higher, it just keeps trailing it. That's why they call it a trailing stop. It just keeps trailing the price of that stock. Okay, so yeah, on ONTX, we're looking at this right here. It has a very nice gap here to a dollar. Gap area right in here around 0.40 cents. Gap fills around a dollar. Trade line came down. It's curling up. So yeah, hope this turns out into a nice swing. Got a nice increase in volume today. So yeah, let's see what happens. Now I have two open positions on ONTX. So I'm gonna hold this right here, see what happens on this account. And so yeah, hope this helps y'all. And any questions, just comment. And have a good day.